What's up everybody and welcome to a new episode of Bricks and Toys. In today's video, we are covering BrickHeadz. But before we get into BrickHeadz, I want to talk about visiting the Lego store today in February. February was not a huge Lego release month. We did get the major release of the Cullen House, the Lego Ideas set. We did get, well, Eeyore and Dumbo BrickHeadz, which I have right here. And I think there was a couple other things like a botanical collection, and that's about it. Well, I went to the Lego store to pick these up, like I said, and I was able to kind of give a brief look and see my thoughts on the two other kind of ish sets that they had. I don't have a whole lot to really say about it, but I will say, actually, there's one other thought I wanted to share. I'll start off with that one. Going back to January, I did finally get a look at the new Diagon Alley mini scale type set, or is it mini scale? I'll say it's mini because it's wow. I have to say, looking at the new Diagon Alley set up close and very personal, well, I'm really happy that I did wind up getting the open back adult version from 2020, I think it was, back from my mom. I really like the old school version compared to this new adult mini scale version. The mini scale looks incredible. It's a bunch of 1x1 type pieces to get it done. Those who have built it, you already know this. But when I watch all the review videos online, the people talking about it just seem to blow it up to where it looks really good on camera and really up close. But when you see it in person, it's tiny. It's just like the Hogwarts Castle and Grounds set from, I think, the year before or the year before. I think that's from 2023. It's just like that. It is done on the architecture type scale of 1x1 pieces, gets her done, and makes a landscaping set. With that being said, I did finally get eyes on the Notre Dame architecture set from last year as well. That's done the same way. That looked really incredible. But going back to the Cullen House, I did get up and personal with that set. I can't do Twilight like I said before, but I did really look at it, and it's done on a really, really cool scale. If you can just take the Twilight out of it, which is the minifigures, you have a really cool architecture style house. Like, the architecture on that house is amazing. And if you're a Lego city builder, it might be something that you might want to invest in. Maybe order some different color of bricks from Bricklink to offset it. Make a couple of them with making minor changes along the way. You could really do a lot of cool stuff on a large scale Lego city with that set. I was really impressed with it, but in the terms of Twilight, it doesn't work for me. I see it as a good base to do some Lego City stuff and not a set dedicated to a movie franchise. I hope that makes sense. With all that, I did get a look at one of the botanical sets that came out. It kind of looks like a weird Voss type thing. I did get a look at that with all the botanical sets, and I really like this new botanical lineup of the miniature versions of, the orchid, the bamboo, and such. It's so cool to see it on a tiny little scale. It's so bookshelf friendly. And then with the new one, that looks like it's kind of in an ice cream dish. That one looks really cool with the collection. I know we have the bamboo one, and I really enjoy looking at it. I really like what Lego is doing with the botanical collection a lot. But with that being said, I don't really do flowers. That's all I really have to say about my visit. Like I said, I only picked up these two. I did find it weird that they changed the packaging. They made the packaging on the BrickHeadz bigger. I don't know how I feel about that, but I don't think it really matters, does it? Usually, they are about half the size of this box. So, along with these two today, I do have one other one. I didn't pull it out, but it is here, and this is the Tom and Jerry's BrickHead. We are going to have an animated BrickHeadz type of day, where we're going to go through and review these sets. Usually, I like to go over the boxes and stuff, but you know what? There's really no need to, because They are what they are, and they're all pretty much the same. We're going to start over here with last month's BrickHeadz, which is the Tom and Jerry. This is a 10 and older, 40793 with 212 pieces from the Tom and Jerry franchise. Is that Warner Brothers from back in the day? I think. Not sure. Leave a comment down below what office managed Tom and Jerry. I know Warner Brothers did a lot back in the day. Not sure if it was this one. Now, on to Disney, the other side of the fence. We have the Dumbo 40792, and again, 10 and older, 176 pieces. And then we have Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh, 40797 with 156 pieces. Now, there was one more from Turning Red, and I don't like that movie, so thus, I'm not wasting my BrickHeadz space on a set I just don't want. Simple as that. I know you guys have not seen my BrickHeadz collection in a while. Well, don't worry. The next video on the channel will be a Lego tour. I got minifigures all put into cabinets. I cannot wait to show you what that looks like. And I think I finally have all of the changes to the Lego studio for the new apartment finally made. So there will be a update video to where you guys can see all of my BrickHeadz and all of what's left of my collection just in a few more days. One more thing that I did want to touch on is why did I pick these BrickHeadz when I just said I don't like the Turning Red? Well, what makes me like these? Because I think that's a very valid question to touch in on. Tom and Jerry, grew up watching that on rerun as a kid. Simple as that. Dumbo, Disney character. Who does not like Dumbo? Look at those ears. These ears are awesome. I just had to have this in my collection. And then there's Eeyore, who is very sad and mopey and adorable in his own right. I do miss my Lego Ideas Winnie the Pooh set, but it is what it is. But now at least I got the brickhead of Eeyore. Maybe later down the road we will get one of Winnie the Pooh. Or have we already got that? Well, that's all I got to really talk about these. Now let's come on in. Let's see what these sets look like unboxed. And how many steps are we going to have to put these together? Okay, starting off with the BrickHeadz of Tom and Jerry. We have 1, 2, 3 bags to build Tom. Tom is a total of 38 steps and 36 pages. Then we have another 4 and 5 to create Jerry. Jerry is another 33 steps and 26 pages. Then, coming over here to Dumbo, the box, again, 2 pieces of tape cuts it open. We have 3 unnumbered bags and 1 plate loose in the box. 67 steps total to build Dumbo and 64 pages total. And then lastly, we have Eeyore. Again, tape to cut open the box. 3 unmarked bags, a loose plate for the base, and then we come over to the book with 44 steps and 40 pages. That's all it's going to take to get these built. Let's get to work, and well, here's the review of them. Okay, everybody, let's review these new BrickHeadz. We'll start off with Tom and Jerry, work our way over to Dumbo and Eeyore. Starting off with Tom, he has really nice detail. Again, he's a cartoon character, so getting him to come to life is kind of hard. He has a little hammer as an accent piece. He's got the nice pink ears, dark bluish gray all over, white accents. I wonder why he has a flame coming off of his tail. Maybe we'll figure that on a little bit later. This side is a lot more of what's on the other side. On the top, we have some slopage for his hair. And then we're back around to the front with the yellow to accentuate his eyes with the green eyeballs. Pretty simple stuff. Really neat. Now, let's move over to Jerry. And well, guess what? Jerry has the accessory of fire. So I guess that's how the tail got lit. Okay, well, that solves that mystery. Well, we have some nice dish elements making the ears. Just like with Tom, we got some slopes to accentuate the hair. We got some printed eyeballs on black with a black little nose. Some nice tan accents to go with all of that nugget. Lots of tiling, lots of simple bricks. Little curl element for the tail. That's about it to Jerry. So, that's your Tom and Jerry. Now, we come over to Dumbo. And as we can see, the big thing that pops on him is the ears. Now, let's not get too tied up in the ears. Let's go to his side profile. We get the typical BrickHeadz printed eyeballs. We do have this slope piece to make the elephant trunk of a nose. We do have moving back legs to kind of give the squat position as an animal would have. We have the dark bluish gray to accent for the hooves. Other than that, he's mostly light bluish gray. Then we have some nice yellow to pop off Dumbo's hat. This yellow matches around the neck with the little red, little droops all around. Moving on to the back, he's got a little tiny pearl silver tail, and everything else is pretty flat. There we see that red and yellow neckband come around. Here we get a look at the back of the ears and how they're made from the back. The side profile is, well, tiling and ears. Ears is the key here. Overall, a really nice BrickHead. I like him a lot. Last but not least is Eeyore. Doesn't he just look a little sad? I mean, that's the whole point of Eeyore. Again, we got moving legs for the squat position. We have a nice little arch to kind of like make that squat position look really nice and convincing on him. We got this sand blue color, pink right here for his droopy little ears. Slope usage all throughout to make up his donkey mane or top of his head look, however you want to put it. Here on the back of Eeyore, we have some pink for the bow on his tail. A nice little like muffin little element right here to tip off his brushy little tail. A lot of slopes, a lot of the normal stuff that we would see on BrickHeadz. Not too much to list. I just like the part usage to finish off his little back feet. That nice 1x2 round element. Really nice guy. That's all there really is to say about these guys. Let's wrap it up. Here we are at an end of another video. This video, well, again, just like the last one from a few days ago, there is absolutely no complaints when it comes to price about these sets. And even though I had things I could nitpick on the last ones, there's really nothing I can nitpick about these. These are going down the normal trail of BrickHeadz. You either like BrickHeadz or you don't. I kind of like them, thus I collect a good majority of them. Like I've said before, I'm running out of space, but for these guys, I just had to make space for them. And you know what? That's what we do with Lego. We just make space. Price-wise, all these are a hit. 10, 10, and 15. So right here in total, we have $35 worth of BrickHeadz. It'll take you about an hour to build them all if you were to buy them all. It's just that simple. Out of everything getting crazy expensive with Lego, at least with the BrickHeadz lineup, we still expect to pay about $10 per BrickHead, and that is awesome. And that's regardless of licensing fees, whether it be Disney or Warner. I think this is Warner, not exactly sure, but yeah, it says here Warner Brothers. I knew it, because you can't ever forget that intro to the da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. Anyway, still an awesome value for BrickHeadz. These are awesome with their building techniques, their colors, their everything. Couldn't be any more happier. Definitely recommend all of these to you guys. And that's all I have to say for today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Drop comments down below on what do you think about these guys. As usual, if you enjoyed this video and you think someone else will, please share it with a friend. Hit the like button, the thumbs up. That would be awesome. Up next on the channel, we're finally going to do another 3 months down the road Lego tour. The last Lego tour was kind of like a few months ago. What do I have left? Well, now this Lego tour's theme is how did I officially settle into the new Lego space and what do I have left? Because I've sold another 20 sets within the last couple months. It's pretty drastic, everybody, but we're all good here. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you on the next.